a boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her, you got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands down here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heaven and they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. ETN on the toss right. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, a run with ETN. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 28.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off. Pretty decent game.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. Second back at the 36. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 66 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13. Lawrence. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
That's an early scramble to review positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a back. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. From the 29, Lawrence. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football, and he's got a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect him with his legs for that first down pickup.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Another tote for Etienne.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Trucks over him. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Chris Manhertz punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
2nd and 14. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their 2nd pick on 2 drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Etienne up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Etienne once more.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On third down, Lawrence. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off when he caught it.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Throwing is Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll run with ETN. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give to ETN running right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Lawrence. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but it just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
On third down, here's Etienne. And he will lose yardage back to the 44-yard line. A rough run there on third down, a loss of 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, look at the juke. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side with Etienne.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A give, running right, Etienne.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. There's Manhurts, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Lawrence will throw.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Yeah, he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.